Welcome back to the experiment. We're still experimenting with how to make a proper television antenna, and I got a new idea today. Another day, another idea. This is exactly what it looks like. It's a glass salsa jar. Alright, so let's get to work. We were working on this antenna the other day, but and this antenna, and this was actually yesterday. It's still sitting on the table because I haven't had a chance to pick it all up yet. So, I was thinking last night, I was actually laying in bed last night trying to figure out how I could figure out how to manipulate this to our advantage. So, I'm going to take the screwdriver. If you saw the episode yesterday, you know what I'm talking about. Tap it through. We're going to take this, tap it through. We're going to take, these are, if you haven't seen the program before, this is like a 13-14 cent bolt, and this is a 9 cent washer. I got two of these from the hardware store. I'm going to take one, put it together like that. So I've been doing some thinking that maybe glass will make a difference in the signal, and maybe it won't. I have no idea. Just as long as it doesn't fall is all. And we're going to make another improvement, I think. I'm going to use a longer cord to put the antenna on. There we go. So, same as always, use a box cutter or utility knife, and we're just going to make that a little bit longer. But don't cut yourself. Make sure you're wearing gloves. You got to be safe. Safety's first, as always. It's the most important thing. So this here is going to go through the hole. But first, actually we can do it now. No? Let's do it in a minute. We got all the cutting done. Put the dangerous tools up there where they're safe. See, I always put them up there out of my way. Okay, so we're going to take this. And everybody's probably occasionally got a can of salsa like that around. Or maybe you can get some at the grocery store and have some salsa and chips, and then you can make you an antenna from it if it works. This is the first time I've seen this work, so I don't know what's going to happen, to be honest with you. Alright. It's the first time that I've worked on this experiment. So see how it's going through the top and the nuts on the back. Oops, where are you at there? There you are. Okay, so it's going through the top. It's tightening on the back. Take a screwdriver, we want a tight connection here, and we snapped off the thing. That happened the other day. We'll have to adjust ourselves to that problem just like we have all the rest. We've had to make adjustments in the past. We made them. Put your gloves back on so we can cut the wire again. You want to cut the housing. My phone's ringing. But we don't want to cut see that? Cut it off again. I'm really struggling with this recently. Last few days I just can't get it done. I don't know what's going on with me. We have a decent antenna here though. We're averaging about about 8 channels. And I'm not living downtown. I'm living about 30 miles from a TV station. Did it again. What's going on with me today? The weather here recently has been atrocious. Been a mess. A real mess. Freezing rain, snow, you name it. And the weather is affecting our performance of our antenna. I am there we go. I'm absolutely sure of that the weather is somehow affecting our antenna here. Because one day, for example, we got like, just take your finger like this, bend it around. That's a good connection. Better connection. That's a better connection we've had in the past. Instead of bending it like a C, we'll bend it all the way around the screw and see what it changes, if anything. Okay, see how it's going in there like that? The back side, that fastens the wire. This fastens the whole thing. Yeah, that's pretty tight. Alright. Now, let's flip around the back. As you can see, there's no antenna on it. We're going to put the antenna on it right now. See what we come up with. There's no screen a few minutes ago. Alright, so now we got something. Obviously, what we've got, or what we have, isn't helping us none. Go ahead and put the lid on. I don't know that the lid's going to make a difference either. But that's what the experiment's about. Alright. So now we got a longer wire and a shorter jar. And it looked like we were doing better on that channel than we've done in the past. 5%. When we get about 20% or 25%, we should see a bunch of channels. We've already got the first 3. That's channel 5. We got channel 12 in. 11 channels at 13%. We've also got a better connection to our lid. $15 channels at 20%. So we've got channel 19, channel 12, and channel 5. 5, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 12, 1, 2, and 3. The whatever 19, 1, 19, 2. We got that. 22% of 15 channels. We're on a record right now to beat 18 channel record that we had last week. Here, Pup, don't bump the camera. 25%, 26%, still 15 channels. Last night, laying in bed, I was thinking about wood. I was thinking about glass. I was thinking about metal. What type of conductor does wood have? We're at 18 channels at 42% right now. We're on record to beat our best record. We've matched our best day so far. I could just sit on a windowsill. Woods, glasses, plastics, metals, rubbers. What's a good conductor of electricity? Or a TV? Well, I mean, what's a good whatever, you know? Having thoughts when I thought. How about we try glass? We've been trying metal and tin all along. Let's try glass and see where we go. We're at the 18 channels right now that we've had in the past. That's our best record. 18. Digital channels found. 80%. This is just experiment with what works and discontinuing what doesn't work. I guess it's going to stay at 18.
If you wear a denture, you not only want a clean feeling every day, you want your denture to be stain-free. Did you know there's a specialty cleanser that's gentle enough for everyday use and cleans better than regular toothpaste? Try Polident Cleanser. It has a 4-in-1
We're not breaking up.
Kills 10.
The grammatical mistakes spread like wildfire on social media to the point of where the
You had a medical emergency away from home.
My chest hurts. I can't breathe.
So the cost of this, if you could find a piece of cable wire that's probably 6 foot long,
Hold it, will you?
the bolt is 14 cents and the nuts are 2 nuts are 9 cents a piece, and a mason jar, or in this case a salsa lid. We're getting the channels I wanted in clear right now.
The bracelet had said memories for me, so I gave it to her.
Well, if you and Claudette are such dear friends, why didn't Alan recognize you?
We don't have any breaking up on this antenna.
Towards the Tri-Cities around lunchtime, and then exiting further towards the southeast, ending up in the Ohio Valley as we finish out our evening hours. This brings scattered light snow across the area through the day today, and even on
Obviously, we're not getting a clean signal at channel 19.
To us. And so we went into a church the other day that had tremendously talented musicians and singers all the time, all across the country.
Planting cotton. Did you ever hear of anything called the Depression? Now, you see these? These are all foreclosures. And that's just...
The one channels we are getting, though,
Well,
Obviously, you picked a bad choice.
the channels we are getting are clear.
At least I can do more things than you can.
Why don't we just get Grandma and Grandpa back together? He's right, as long as they're not...
No breaking up with the channels.
What if we told you that Stadium brings you free premium sports 24 hours a day, 365 days a year with exclusive live college games?
Josh Allen with the touchdown!
Daily studio shows.
The Big Ten projected to have the most teams in the tournament. Why?
You got the sports channel.
Game replays sent to all your favorite platforms. Modern.
The Florida trip, the accessories. If you sell in first place at the end of the show, the side of for big deal. But who wants to make a deal?
Set it up there on the shelf up there.
Excellent. So where are you from?
I'm from Chicago, visiting my family here.
Chi-Town. I love Chicago.
Okay, so
I'm actually my wife's full-time caregiver. She
Taking as much light.
now we're getting 19 in clear by moving it a little bit, stretching the wire out.
Wir sind Georg.
So ist es, Monsignore.
Ich habe mir daraufhin das gesamte Zahlenwerk bringen und alles genau überprüfen lassen. Konnte allerdings keine Unregelmäßigkeiten feststellen.
Ich bin natürlich keine Expertin auf diesem Gebiet.
So now we've got 19 straightened out by moving it just a little bit.
Has led them to...
this thing ever?
The cat in the hat.
Moving this when it's full is not recommended.
But it's not breaking up.
More. Sing more, break every chain.
Break it.
I heard about it. I'm sure sorry.
Find out how we...
And the fight lasted till 2 this morning, at which point Dad agreed to spend the night.
Gift can provide the help these refugee children.
Tiffany's gonna look under the arm.
So glass is a good conductor of a signal.
That's a lot of money, right?
That is a lot of money.
So here's what you can do. You can continue to roll and spin. If you do...
I'm going to auto program one more time before this episode ends. Just to double check. Wait a second. And we'll start auto program again. I wanted to put a piece of foil inside this jar. It may not do much, but then again, kind of stretch it out in there like that a little bit, you know, it might do a lot. put it back on the shelf up here and see what we come up with. Let's start over the program here again.
Go big or go home. I'm going for it. I'm just hoping you go home with something. Here we go. Good luck, Emmanuel.
Alright. I'm going to start cleaning up the tools here. I was laying in bed last night, couldn't go to sleep for a while, trying to figure out how does wood affect the TV signal? How does glass affect the TV signal? How does plastic affect the TV signal? Can I go out there and buy one of those disposable aluminum pans, like a meatloaf pan or a bread baked pan or something like that? You know, it costs $1 or $2 at Walmart or something like that. And really having some thoughts last night, because I'm tired of paying $150 or $200 a month for cable television. My dad's got this wireless internet provider. I'm not sure who it is. Might be Century or something. But anyway, he watches Netflix and stuff, but I still want to get the local basketball or baseball games or football games on the local channels. And I just have to figure out how to build that right antenna, and once I build it, then I'll be able to build one for all 3 of my TVs at my home. We got 24 channels right now. So, that aluminum foil changed everything. We've got 24 channels at 70%. That aluminum foil changed a whole lot of things for us. This is by far the best antenna I've had yet. 24 channels at 95%.
As Monday Madness, starting with The Big Bang Theory. Nice one. Followed by a new man with a plan. That's right. And our favorite boy genius, young Sheldon. Wow.
I haven't had an antenna from the store that's gotten 24 channels. And they're clear.
I'll be right there.
Lee got my son $700,000.
I'll be right there.
Hi, my name is Monica Scoville.
And my closest TV channel is probably 30 miles from home.
Cold front swinging across the state for
No breaking up.
I'm not so.
Heavy.
That's like cable TV, isn't it?
This machine was made about...
Really? Ooh! With 0% bleach.
Plus, everyone who buys...
We're getting 25 for the first time, and nothing's breaking up.
I got a great deal on a new car, and I get to go on a cruise.
I never thought buying a car could be so easy. I got the car that I wanted at a payment I could afford.
Get your spring sprung this year. Call 800-922-0803. That's 800-922...
And we've got a snowstorm going on right now outside.
To do for a while, then my mom was the...
We didn't get 25
Car Check's a trusted name in vehicle protection.
until now.
0803.
I didn't really know what I wanted.
Tremfya works differently for adults with moderate...
Though she did break free.
It calms our mind.
24 channels with no skipping or no... It's not cloudy or fuzzy.
Being able to pay a bill.
It's just simply amazing.
It's just one of the ways that Humana is making...
I didn't think you were going to find out.
We've been together 4 years with a baby.
Calm down. Calm.
Slim Vance Eyelash.
Most likely to get booed on draft night, Grayson Allen, when he gets drafted by the...
Got the sports channel again. I can live with that.
But your guess is just...
And look what's going on outside right now.
CovenantCancerCare.com.
Look at all that snow down there in my viewing area down in the corner. The whole viewing area's got the snow right there. It's a mess.
Now, ABC 12 Live Doppler Radar on ABC.
Look at the storm we're getting right now. Look at all that snow. We're up in here somewhere. Look at all the snow all the way around us. Snow all over the place. So we're getting 24 channels in the snow. That's amazing. I want to thank you for coming to our program today. And I think that's the way I'm going to leave things.
ABC 12 News.
At Flint Bishop, we are smaller and more convenient than most big city airports, but we hold our own when it comes to world-class air service.
And I think that that's the TV. That's what I'm going to keep. If you saw some of the other videos, I want to thank you for stopping our website and learning from doing, because we've been experimenting with antennas the last 2 weeks, and it looks like we found something that works. And this is, again, just a little salsa jar with a good tight connection with a lid and a little foil inside. Thanks for coming.